Hello, friends. This is a re upload because 12 seconds of video of Serena Williams' mom ignoring Meghan was copyright infringement reported. So I have removed that footage. Instead, I am linking to it in a pinned comment so you can watch and laugh at all the cringe. Clearly, 12 seconds of crowd shots, especially a silent clip, is not posting a Serena Williams tennis match for profit. It obviously falls under fair use. Guess someone at WME doesn't like my videos. Again, to see the extremely cringe footage, click on the video linked in my pinned comment below. On y va! Number one Ibble Dibble here. Hello, friends. I hope you're well. I realize I'm a bit more than fashionably late, but welcome to episode 3 of Rank, wherein I rank Meghan's rank looks. Today we are ranking 26 looks, every look Meghan has ever worn at any Invictus over the past 5 years. I'm going to break this up into 3 videos because I'm covering 26 looks, because I'm going kind of in depth, and also for my sanity's sake, I do get annoyed looking at her. So if you enjoy my fashion videos and would like to be notified of them, please subscribe. Today I'm going from best to worst. Let me know in the comments below if you think I've got it right. Look number 1, the best look she's ever worn to any Invictus in my opinion. April 16th, 2022, reading her all-time classic, The Bench, to children in the Netherlands. Do you remember The Bench? If you'd like to hear her searing delivery, click on the upper right-hand corner. I have done a previous video featuring the poetry of Madame Markle. Claire Allfrey of the Daily Telegraph said the book was semi-literate, and one wonders how any publisher could have thought fit to publish this grammar-defying set of badly rhyming cod homilies, let alone think any children anywhere would want to read it. But that's Planet Sussex for you, where even the business of raising a family is all about the brand, she added. Alex Connell of The Times called the story, quote, a self-help manual for needy parents, so lacking in action and jeopardy, you half wonder if the writing job was delegated to a piece of furniture, end quote. Did Meghan subliminally threaten Harry with rhymes like, right there on your bench, the place you'll call home, with daddy and son, where you'll never be lone? Maybe. Did Meghan paint the Ukrainian flag upside down? Definitely. Did Meghan even pretend to like children? Barely, but she wore her best Ivy League cosplay while doing it. We have an $800 Veronica Beard jacket over a classic chambray shirt. This is the only instance I've ever witnessed of her respecting the rule that navy goes with brown, not black. Is she gilding the lily with the pinstripes and $86,000 of jewelry? Well, if she wasn't, she wouldn't be Boss Babe Megs, would she? How else can she be sure those dumb little kindergartners will recognize her status and superiority? Regardless, this is the best thing she's ever worn to an Invictus event. Look number 2. Her official debut as Harry's girlfriend in 2017. On this day in history, Meghan modernized the British royal family with a hole in her jeans. She needed a belt to hold up said jeans so they don't do that weird thing at the crotch that happens when stretch jeans stretch out a bit too much and start sliding down. Or maybe she needed to go a size up, or both. But otherwise, the fit and proportions are fine. The bag and shoe actually match. She's wearing a mere $1,800 of quite dainty jewelry. But most importantly, the outfit is appropriate for the event. It's a super casual sporting event oriented around wounded military veterans and their families. The goal is not LA celebrity courtside fashion, though she'll get there by the end of this list. I believe this is the last time Meghan looked legitimately relatable. And for that, this look gets second place. It still makes me chuckle how Meghan put so much effort into pretending to be low maintenance to snag Harry. For reference, this entire look is worth a mere $3,268. Let's watch how those numbers change over 5 years. Look number 3, the Trebe Cafe visit. This look says Tuesday at the office, and I respect that. We can't see the full trouser in any of the photos, but they look fine, at least around her waist tummy area, which is normally her biggest problem area. I also feel a mild sense of relief knowing she owns at least one outfit that her Goyardine bags actually work well with. Though knowing Megs, she probably slapped on something weird and green instead. The separates are from a Swedish brand called Totem, which I believe she has some kind of deal with, because she wore 2 head-to-toe Totem looks during this year's Invictus games. We know Meghan doesn't give the milk away for free, so she was likely paid to wear this, or at minimum, the clothes were gifted to her. Look number 4, the Banana Republic factory outlet dress everyone had to have. After it hit the factory outlet, I guess no one had to have it when it was actually sold at retail because it's not that great. Meghan loves a shirt dress. During her time in the public eye, she's worn a rainbow of hideous shirt dresses. This is probably the best among them, not because it's good, but because she's thin and it's simple and black. She really has some kind of disease where she just can't see they look bad on her. This is definitely her cockiest shirt dress moment. Just seeing the pictures makes me laugh. Look at her face. You can see she thinks she looks really hot. In the Sears catalog granny ensemble, denim shirt dress with self belt tied under her ribcage and gigantic cardigan, she flashed, grinned at, and inappropriately hugged Serena's husband at Serena's match. And when she was done with him, turned to her left and flirted mercilessly with Patrick Mouratoglou, Serena's coach, who, it's kind of an open secret in the tennis world, Maria Sharapova of all people, strongly insinuated it in an interview about 10 years ago, had an affair with Serena. At that time, he was married and had kids, and it led to him getting a divorce. And then people wonder why Serena's mom ignored Meghan at this very same match. People wonder why H&M weren't at Serena and Alexis's baby shower. People wonder why Meghan and Harry don't get invited to the Met Gala. Like many narcissists, Meghan believes sex is among the most powerful manipulation tactics. She gets a rush from being sexually validated, particularly by someone else's property, if you will, because that's how she perceives men in relationships. Not as multifaceted, multi-layered, nuanced human beings, but as someone else's property. She'd like to steal, even if temporarily, just to prove she can. How would you feel if you were Serena trying to win your 24th Grand Slam title and someone who was supposed to be one of your best friends was doing this in the stands? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, shirt dresses. I think this is the worst she's ever looked in a shirt dress. This is remarkably terrible. But even when the shirt dress is literal couture, it's just not really the shape for her. If you have this body and you also love a shirt dress and really want to wear them, let's talk about a couple ways to improve it a little bit. Number 1, go for a wide belt that you can cheat lower, a little bit lower than your waist. For example, these are 3 current Alaya designs. They're all white cotton poplin shirt dresses with black leather belts. The one all the way on the left is what Meghan should be wearing to minimize her waist. The one all the way on the right is what Catherine should be wearing to perhaps maximize her hips. The one in the center is for more of a true hourglass figure. Conceptually, these are very similar, but they're made for different bodies. Number 2, don't even try to wear one with a straight or tapered skirt. You need a full circle skirt. I think both of these are pretty obvious when you look at options side by side. The wider the belt, the fuller the skirt, the better she looks. Everyone is attributing this belt to Bottega because it's typical Bottega, but it's actually not. It's actually another free item from Totem. And you know what would have actually been a little bit cute? If she wore one of these Bottega belts instead. Invictus colors. Would that have been so hard? I personally won't wear black cotton sateen. It shows everything. Every piece of lint, every fallen hair, any little coffee drip. But overall, this is not bad. This is fine. It's so funny to me that the best Meghan can do is just standard office attire. Look number 5, her white Valentino suit. There are problems with this look, for sure. Number 1 being it's just totally inappropriate. Again, Megs, you're watching sports matches. The crowd is primarily athletes and their families in polos and jeans, eating popcorn and ice cream and drinking beer. So why are you dressing like you're drinking at the Hôtel du Rond-Point? If Meghan thought she was achieving Naomi Campbell in a Valentino white suit on the subway, high-low dressing where the model is the high and the hoi polloi are the low, she was not. There's also a fit issue here. Meghan does not have the hips for this suit. From the front, it's not as obvious, but you really see it from behind. That big old single vent truly does her no favors. The back of her jacket as a whole looks absolutely tortured. Those princess seams did not exist on the runway. This is ready to wear spring summer 22 look 5. It did not show that way. It did not retail that way. She did this. This is a classic example of refusing to accept a cut that does not work for your body. If she ordered it big enough to accommodate her hips, the shoulders would have been extremely wide and droopy. Shoulders and armholes are probably the toughest areas to alter on a jacket. So instead, she bought it slightly tight across the hips and tried to correct the fit around the chest and pull the shoulders back with these alterations, which can look okay from the front at the correct angle, as in for a photo shoot, not walking around in real life. White on white on white on white suiting has been a huge trend since around spring summer 20. Last year, when she bought this suit, many companies had white suits out. I believe she could have found something cut better for her body. I really wonder why she was so dead set on this Valentino. My theory is that Meghan thinks she looks fantastic and loves going with her security guards to Rodeo Drive and getting her ass kissed, feeling like a true A-list celebrity. She loves it so much that she buys tens of thousands of dollars of clothes that don't look great on her. That's my theory anyway. Let me know in the comments below if you agree. Also, needless to say, she fumbles the styling. The look was supposed to be louche and androgynous, and she looks like Kamala Harris on Easter. An alternate theory that I have is that this isn't only about feeling and looking rich for her, because that's what this is for her. This is an emotional game. That's why she's in LA. She wants to show everyone she won the rat race that they didn't even let her run in for so long. But a secondary and perhaps simultaneous element of dressing this way might be a misguided merching strategy. She frequently wears head-to-toe single designer looks. Maybe, just maybe, she thinks if she wears head-to-toe looks from any given top designer, they'll immediately perceive how fantastic she's selling the clothes for them and beg for her to be their ambassador. The thing is, even for actually glamorous, stylish women, that's not how it works. You have to wear other things well. You have to wear bespoke well. You have to wear vintage well. You have to wear up-and-coming designers well. For the big designers to see you and think, huh, she's different. She can add a different facet to our brand identity. She can help us move clothes in new markets. In other words, if you want a Valentino campaign, don't wear Valentino. Wear Jean-Baptiste Valli. Wear Alberta Ferretti. exist in a Valentino adjacent space without wearing Valentino. But most importantly, you need to be invited. You need to be attending high visibility Hollywood events regularly. Baba is not going to pay for pop shots of you getting off a yacht in Cannes to have dinner with your husband. You need to be on the red carpet at the film festival. Meghan just isn't. I think she really thought 2022 would be her year with that Netflix documentary getting a lot of eyeballs. She thought she would get an Emmy nom. She thought finally she'd be going to awards shows. And if she only wore head to toe Valentino or Celine or Carolina Herrera, she would be their muse at the next big event. Both of these pictures are from 2021. On the left, we have Wes Gordon, the designer of Carolina Herrera, Karlie Kloss, the legendary supermodel, at the Met Gala. On the right, we have Meghan looking like a burst tomato, and Harry at the "I'm very sorry, it's a good cause, but it is certainly not part of the New York High Society social calendar Intrepid Museum fundraiser. You tell me. Who wore it better? Okay, I need to stop. I'm really on a roll with this look, and it's only look number 5. If you want to look this try hard, it will only cost you $93,743. Look number 6, I shall call the Royal Troll. This is what she wore to the 2018 opening ceremonies. First, why would you wear a coat over a cape dress? Where does the cape go when you put on the coat? I guess you can only do it if you never put your arms in the sleeves of the coat like Meghan hates doing. I think the coat as cape thing rarely looks as cool as some people clearly think it looks. At any rate, we don't need 2 capes. I kind of hate this Dior bag. It's only $1,600, and I guess at that price, people want to have something Dior, just this B hardware. Literally 20 years ago now, I had a Fendi Mama baguette that this B reminds me of very much. Yes, I realize the Dior is more refined and restrained, but it was Y2K, okay? When you get old enough, you realize that these designers are all owned by the same people who use the same factories for their fabrics and trim and shoes. I was curious to see if Dior kept this as part of their brand identity 5 years later, so I was scrolling around on their website, and honestly, they have so many things that are just kind of copies, maybe reinterpretations of Y2K things I've already owned. The first example I came across are these shoes. The 2 pairs on the left, did anyone else have these ring lizard Pradas in maybe the year 2000? And the velvet pair was a little bit later. And the last pair, this is a reinterpretation of a Galliano design. He did fantastic Mary Janes. I wore these on my 23rd birthday, I think. Okay, I swear I'm done with this tangent. Just, am I being unreasonable expecting something other than a reboot? Yes, when you've been in the game a long time, a rhinestone Napoleonic B doesn't get you going anymore. Finally, she really tried it with these sapphire earrings. I'm not saying Catherine is the only one allowed to wear sapphires. I am saying these are not the style of jewelry Meghan would pick out herself were she not directly competing with Catherine. This is also the reason why Meghan was able to control her weight so much better in the royal family, even after giving birth to Archie, because she couldn't stand to be around a woman who was more glamorous than her. Another element, I believe, and this may be a silly conspiracy theory, but this coat was part of a collaboration between the Windsor label and Gillian Anderson, the actress who famously played Maggie Thatcher in The Crown. Maybe a little piece of it was Meghan trying to get her British Hollywood ducks in a row. One interesting thing about this outfit, perhaps the only interesting thing about this outfit, is that it demonstrates how Meghan was still feigning restraint in her royal days. The total cost of this look is $19,405. $13,000 sapphire and diamond earrings included. That's 1/5 the cost of the Valentino white suit disaster. Look number 7, I believe Meghan's most popular look of this year's Invictus Games, the totem column dress. It's a great look. on a different body. I think she is having some undergarment issues as per usual, but I think she also has little baby saddlebags, and that's fine, but not in this dress, or not in this dress unless you wear it with really aggressive bike short style Spanx. I also can't be bothered to wear shapewear. I get it, but then I also wouldn't wear this dress. There's a widespread perception this year that she's going for more relatable, less expensive looks. Kind of. Her gross new spend on wardrobe just for the Invictus Games has decreased by more than half. In 2022, she spent $85,037 on new clothing, accessories, and jewelry by my count, whereas in 2023, this year, she only spent $36,086. But when you add up the cost of everything she's wearing in this picture, it's actually a very high $101,325, $62,000 of which alone is that ridiculous MBS gifted diamond pinky ring. I noticed that in her efforts to be perceived as humbled, Meghan started off a little bit more chill with her jewelry. The first couple days, she wore just the Cartier tank and love bracelet. The next couple days, she added on some pave diamond rings, a diamond tennis bracelet, and finally, towards the end, we had her wearing that frankly offensive pinky ring for every event. I don't know who Meghan thinks she's impressing with that thing. It's weird. That's her daily personal jewelry trinity. The watch of the dead mother-in-law she never met, a bracelet given to her by an ex-husband she divorced on pretty bad terms, and a ring from a famously murderous despot. Does she realize that "I'm richer than you are" is not the only or even the main message she's sending? Look, 8, if oatmeal were an outfit. I believe she has a deal with Quiana or Koyana, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, because as I was browsing the Meghan fashion blogs to get pictures for this video, I saw the What Meghan Wore person wrote in one of her posts, quote, "Kayana reached out to me earlier this evening about their Paloma bag. Quote, due to overwhelming demand after the Meghan Markle sighting in our new Paloma bag, we are closing our pre-order window tomorrow, 9/20 at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to ensure we fulfill all orders. The bag hasn't even officially launched on our channels and it's already a bestseller," end quote. If it hasn't launched on your channels, how did Meghan get her grubby little hands on it? Meghan wore not only this head-to-toe Koyana outfit and the bag they mentioned in that email, but also that dog leash from this summer. Maybe that's where this all began. Meghan doesn't work for free. This is a paid sponsorship. But anyway, on to these fluid silks. The coat is neither here nor there. One thing that's odd is that she actually had a coat like this already that she wore to Invictus in 2017. Why in the world would you need 2 of these? I don't know. I don't like that she wore it open with no belt and the belt loops still attached. If you're going to wear it as a cardigan substitute, snip off those belt loops, or alternatively do what most people do when it gets too hot to wear their trench coat, but they can't realistically remove it. Tie the belt behind your back in a little bow. This coat is photographed with this horrible black leather option on the website, but they also sell it with just a matching silk self belt. That's what she should have ordered, and that's what she should have tied in a bow behind her back if she wished to wear it open. The paper bag waist trouser. Obviously, it does her short, thick waist no favors. I think the look could have been improved by a contrasting, slightly V-shaped belt. Meghan needs to start cutting small triangle-shaped notches out of the back of all of her belts and having them stitched together by a leather worker so that they have a very slight V shape when she wears them. You know, it would have looked great here. A medium width classic glazed alligator belt in, I don't know, perhaps a cognac color with a brass buckle or even a bottle green. That single switch would have really elevated this look. We all know from my last ranked video that I hate these Lanvin earrings. Okay, I'm done with this one. Look number 9. This is one of her most hated looks from this year's Invictus Games. I don't think it's The worst, obviously. It's number 9, and I'm ranking 26 looks here. It's giving sorority girl Instagram photo shoot in Volterra. Was it absolutely disgusting that she wore this to march with soldiers? Yes. But I would be absolutely disgusted by her marching with soldiers no matter what she wore. It would be equally disgusting if she wore something really respectful to me. She should not be marching with soldiers ever, period, the end. She absolutely did look like a drunk tourist. She's an embarrassment. Everyone around her in the photos looks embarrassed. That's more appropriate to my mind. It's more honest anyway. As for the look itself, yeah, she has chicken legs. Who cares? She can't help it. As for the jacket being longer than the shorts, yeah, as I said, sexy sorority girl trying out European sophistication. I'm pretty sure Benetton has been selling out this combo every summer since 1989. But if you're going to wear a black sandal, you need at least a black bag. Why is she wearing a hideous olive green bag? Especially when the exact same bag is available in a few other iterations, properly incorporating black. And again, people are rah-rahing about how her romper only costs $50 or something. But if you add up the cost of her total look, it's $104,650. And even less the basic bitch bijou she wears every day. The Cartier watch, the Cartier bracelet, the diamond pinky ring. It still comes in at $7,800. So modest Megs she is not. Okay, so that's it. The best 9 looks Meghan has ever worn at Invictus over the past 5 years, in my opinion. Do you agree? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you very shortly with looks 10 through 18. Toodles! Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.